What's going on, guys? Bruce Matson here, your host of Metric Scout Fantasy Football, and I got an emergency video right now, and this is kind of a different one, because usually I give you emergency videos about guys coming back from injuries, or a guy who just got injured, and giving you updates of what to do with your team. But this is a change of value scenario that impacts more for Dynasty, but also a thing that you can capitalize on and redraft as well. And really just trying to drop some discussion here. So I really want your thoughts and your takes in the comments below on here, because this is fresh off the press. And the one thing that came out today, Ryan McDowell, one of my cohorts over at DynastyLeagueFootball.com. If you didn't know, I work for them over there and been with them for like 6 years. So I'm a senior staff writer there, been there for a bit. But he dropped a tweet. We collaborated our ADP. And usually with ADP, it's an average of 10 leagues drafting or more. I think 10 or 12 or something like that. And then they just average out the ADP. Here, with new numbers, we got a new contender. A big-time contender. A new name that really surprised a lot of people once it got posted. Once it got shared on the internet. And that's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Guess where he went? Guess where he's getting drafted? He, on average, is getting drafted at the 104. I know his value has went up, and I've been pushing up the ranks. I've been adding to his value. I've been looking at that. But in these leagues that went on average, he's been getting drafted around the 104. And that's just something we got to talk about. We got to talk about, because I'm surprised. A lot of other people were surprised. I'm not surprised that he bumped up in value, but although 104 is pretty high, that's ahead of Pitts. I can understand being ahead of Cup. It's ahead of A.J. Brown. It's ahead of Waddle. It's ahead of Swift, Lamb, Diggs, London. I kind of get why when I play these names out in my head, I can tell the story of how this happened. Chase, Jefferson, and Taylor are ahead of him. And then you got the second rounders as well. He's at the 104. We saw a value increase. That's huge. That could potentially impact us in our Dynasty leagues. What does that mean to us? Well, from what I preach on this channel, is whenever there's a value change, big, small, and different, and you're interested, just kick the tires. One, if you're interested in selling them, kick the tires, see what you get back. See if you get it all back. Worth the 104. Is it likely? I don't know. Gauging from the responses, it doesn't seem like it's very likely that the market or the community's valuing them like this, but this could be the market trying to be ahead of the market, and this is where it's going to end up being here in the next few weeks anyways. So you may want to see what you get. On the other hand, if you want to be a buyer, considering there are people surprised by this, you might want to buy now before the market actually gets to this level, because I think this is a precursor to where we're going to be at consensus-wise, market-wise, if he continues to produce. Right now, PPR-wise, he's the wide receiver 3 with 73.1 PPR fantasy points, 253 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns in 3 games. If this continues, and this is coming off of last year, his value is going to be high. His value is going to be really high. We're talking about a second-year wide receiver who's producing, and his value's been going up every week. And if you're wanting to get in, your window might be shut, but you might be lucky in your league to get in now. You might be lucky. This might be the last time. If you're in redraft and you have him on your team and you have a lot of holes on your team, you're an 0-3 team, you got to plug those holes. Odds are, in your basic home league or work league, you're probably not going to get a good value out of him. You're not going to get that top-tier Justin Jefferson value, because this is what we're looking at here. But you might get it in a sharper league where guys are willing to pay up for players like this. This is when you can take advantage of them sharp leagues, those shark leagues as well, where guys are just trying to get in or trying to get their guy. You might be able to patch up some holes. This is to help you out. I'm not telling you to sell them, but sometimes how markets work, if something increases in price and you want to get these things at a lower price, you can use this to get to that, and you get a bunch of other stuff. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you he's a sell because he's going to run bad. I'm telling you take advantage of the price one way or the other. I think he's good. If you look at my rookie prospectus from like 2 years ago, whatever, you have to listen to the whole thing, because I went back and listened to that a while back. And at some points, you would think I hated him, but at the end, you're like, what? Did he just say he could be like a wide receiver 1? And now we're seeing that. I want to say I was like half right because I wasn't too overzealous with that, but I think the analysis with it was pretty dead on, like his low ADOT, skepticism, wide receiver 1 numbers, not being surprised with that. His value is high, though. I was not expecting this to come out. Am I selling? I mean, I'm kicking tires, like I'm saying, and if the value comes in super high, it comes back at me, yeah, but don't expect it. I'm not expecting it, but I'm also going to try because that's how I'm doing things. But let me know what you think about Amon-Ra, St. Brown in the comments below. Redraft, Dynasty, Devy, whatever you're in, let me know. Smash that like button on the way out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm dropping content like this on the daily. This is my second video already today. I'm planning on having at least 2 more today. So I'm running this hot and heavy. But I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.